Good afternoon, friends. Well wishers. A lot of people have been waiting for my updates, and I thought of giving you the latest update. Bombay yesterday, and very hectic day. I met a very senior lawyer, an advocate, whom I know for the past about 14-15 years since the fire. A lot of cases he has been handling earlier, and but after 15 I started practicing or appearing in person before every court. So hence I never approached him for anything, but we were in discussion very often. Now friends, when I went, I sent, before I going there, I sent him the petition, the soft copy, the writ petition. He had already read that, and he is aware about my full case since inception. He was very shocked by the petition, and then I said, this is just 10% of the grounds, what I've told you, or the facts. He said, means? I said, after filing this writ petition, Mr. Abhishek Goyal approached me, and I told him everything, what all Abhishek Goyal has said, and I put everything up on my social media, what Abhishek Goyal has told me. Sorry friends. Hence, I read out the email to him. His jaws dropped. Shocked. He said, you've written all this to the world? Corruption of judges? 2,000 crores? By Sharad Pawar? Sorry friends, a very bad throat because of the Bombay weather, change of climate, and a lot of traffic on the way. It took me about 6 hours to come back to Pune. Anyway, so it's not only about the corruption, there are so many other things Abhishek Goyal has told me about center, about Amit ji, about Pawar Sahab, and corruption of judges, corruption of court number 5, assault to ma'am, honey trap by Anjali Gilorkar. So many things are there in that email, and that was the email for which I was performing Satyagraha. 3 months, exactly 91 days Satyagraha without food. For what? For justice. Because I knew maybe the court hears me or no. That is the reason I did that. Now after looking at the email, he sunk, the lawyer, the advocate. He said, you have created a problem for the judiciary. Not hearing you is a problem, and hearing you is a problem. It will collapse, he said, the judiciary. Because all my orders are bogus, starting from Supreme Court. I've been to Supreme Court 2 once. No justice to me. Because the case was malicious. Hence, he requested me wait till the 5th. They'll approach you and they'll finish it. Sorry friends. They'll approach before you and they'll finish it. And I told him, yes, they are in talks since 9 months. He said, see, the amount is very large, very huge. Hence, they need to also prepare. I said, I've given them enough time. RBI certificate, income tax certificate that income tax has been paid on that amount. All this they have to give me. All this. He was shaken up. He said there will be a lot of issues if you circulate this. Please, Mr. Chhabria, don't circulate. Don't. I said, okay, I waited for 14 years. I'll wait for another 2-3 days more. Monday, Tuesday. I've signed a wakalatnama and given him. And the day I tell him, I give him the instructions. Go. and circulate the precipice. Precipice is the kind of a letter. It's called a precipice in legal language. Circulate means early in the morning at 10:15, 10:30 he has to go before the court and give the urgency. Why does the court want to hear me urgently? And reasons are many for my urgency hearing. Health, age, senior citizen, corruption of judges, malicious case, I'm acquitted, a lot of things. And the Honorable High Court has taken cognizance on that email of mine. They have registered it with a number. Case is registered. And the second letter was, they asked me to come and circulate this precipice and they will hear me. So now I have 2 trump cards in my hand. The rest is also, the full pack of cards is in my hands. He said, no, we are not moving it now. And then we started discussing, okay, then if it is settlement, then how? At that same moment, I get a call from Pune. Please don't proceed. Please don't proceed. I said, okay, another 2 days, 3 days. I don't mind waiting. Let me see what happens on Monday. I'll decide after Monday. Now, we came to the settlement part because I appointed him as my lawyer. I finalized a figure with him, his professional fees of 2 crores, starting from yesterday till withdrawal of the cases if it is settled. Even today, my wish is to proceed in the court, friends. 99.9% I want to proceed. 0.01% is settlement because my settlement demands are very vague, which may pinch a lot of people. Okay, now I tell you what is the settlement part. 58,500. This is the figure I got from the center for closing out of court. Plus 1,000 crores from MAM. So it is 59,500. Now, I've already put up a post saying what about the interest part. This figure was finalized in January. Now October, 9 months. Interest. Why did you make me sit on the satyagraha? Compensation. These were my requirements, demands. Now, plots, of course. Plot number 15 and 16 Koregaon Park, they are giving me. That is confirmed. Now friends, I need to talk to you all or tell you all something basic which people are confused. A lot of people are asking me. I said instead of giving everybody simple single news or whatever, or put it up in a post is very limited. So I thought of talking here on length so that whoever is interested can hear. First of all, everybody's got a doubt of that 58,500 because this kind of money is with nobody. I mean very less. If this settlement happens and if I get that money, I'll be the 22, 23 richest man in the country with cash in bank. Cash in bank. The other billionaires, they don't have cash even so much. Their valuation is shares, paper money. Shares. How much percentage of shares they own in their company. That is their valuation. That is not real money. That can go down anytime. I have cash. I could have made much more if I was doing my business. My business was flourishing in 2009. Flourishing. Approximately 80 stores. A very dynamic person I was. I'm sorry, I'm not boasting. I knew how to do business. I had my own aura. I knew how to move. I knew how to carry myself. I knew how to travel. How to drive. Chauffeur driven. One of the best cars at that time, Honda Accord. 3 liter. There was no other Audi or BMWs at that time. They came later. Mercedes was there, but it was not required at that moment to buy such an expensive car, the Honda Accord. And a lavish house, lavish, the best building in Kalyani Nagar. Lavish, 4 bedroom. I lost everything. I lost everything. They devastated me. I became an Agori. I remember I became an Agori 2011, the day I was arrested. I quit everything. Everything. Even my friends. I never went for anybody's death. No marriage. Nothing. I didn't do anything. Just black clothes, my uniform, my scooter, me, myself, and my legal work. And I kept fighting. And business, of course, whatever was there, limited business. So I became an Agori. Now, Agori, I went into that scooter and moving around in court. That aura died. The aura of Kishore Chhabria died. And I became an Agori. Now, friends, I'm coming to the basic thing. In English, it said, I am the architect of my life. And Marathi, who understands Marathi, meets Maja Jeevanacha Shilpakar. In these 11 and 12 years. In these 12 years, I have shaken up India INC, the judiciary. Now the world is watching me because my emails went to everywhere in the world. The international court is watching me. Now everybody is watching me about my case. Hence they want to withdraw and close it out of court, settle out of court. Now settlement, I told you about the figures, friends. This was not my demand. They have offered me, friends. Please sink that in. I have more than 10 emails of Mr. Abhishek Goyal that Amit Shah ji is involved, Narendra Modi ji is involved, and Sharad Pawar ji is involved in your settlement. And they have offered 58,500 crores one time. I don't want to show these personal documents or put it up on social media about these big, huge people. But I've written a lot. I had to write for my safety. Yes, my safety at the moment is very dangerous. I'm in a dangerous situation. But I'll come to that later. So now, friends, after I got my acquittal, I was very happy. I won a mammoth case of money laundering and the insurance scam. I won. Hence, my wife allowed me to get married. First live-in relationship and then she allowed marriage and divorce, whatever. You all know the story. It is a common decision between me and my wife Anita Chhabria for a divorce. And she allowed me to get married to man. People are worried about that too. How can Kishore quit his wife after 40 years of marriage? Friends, am I quitting my wife or has my wife quit me? 20 years, no physical relationship. Staying different rooms. Did I even assault her? No. I'm so independent that I don't ask even for food. Whatever is served on the table I eat or I cook my own food. I have my own bedroom. I take care of myself in everything. Whatever requirements. Limited funds, limited resources, but I keep everybody happy. My family, my staff, whoever is there, whatever. So now, some family members had a doubt. That's why I'm making this video to be sent to them also. That I have not asked for a divorce. It is a common intention of both of us, husband and wife. And my daughter Neha Chhabria has signed the MOU of the divorce, where it is agreed a one-time settlement of 500 crores to my wife. Why is it pinching people? Why? Why is it hurting people? First of all, it's my private life. But I have to put this up on social media. There is a reason. I cannot be quiet. Whether people like it or no, but people are enjoying. Lot of people come to my stories. Lot of people. On my WhatsApp status, lot of people. Nobody likes my posts. Limited people. Nobody comments. Limited people. But everybody is watching me from a distance. Now, ma'am, I want to talk about her. Friends, I was introduced to ma'am 23rd September 2021 by Bhaven Mehta and Vivek Tikku. I like the girl, though she pressurized me. She lured me. The right word is she lured me in falling in love with her. And I fell in love with her. Only on social media. We have never met. We have never spoken. At that moment, time was different. It was different. That time it was my need. Because no relationship with my wife. It was my requirement. And I liked ma'am. And I fell in love with ma'am. I love ma'am even today, friends. Even today. Whether the marriage happens or no, my love for ma'am will go with me to the graveyard. Nobody else can replace ma'am in my life. Marriage is impossible. Not even a live-in relationship. Not even a one-night stand. Nothing. No dating. If I love someone, I love someone. But there are some issues, friends. Some issues which I need to clarify today because even ma'am is watching this video. Sorry. Even ma'am is watching. Ma'am is approximately 36, approximately, maybe a year or two more, not less. I am 64 today. A very big age gap. A very big age gap. Approximately 30 years. I am not old. Neither ma'am is young. She's not a girl. I understand we both need each other. She needs me, I need her. Whatever I did in the court process for ma'am, that was to save her from a lot of things. Because once you fall in love with somebody, you'll do anything in this world to see that your love is happy. And I did the same thing. I did in multifolds. Multifolds. Friends, 1 minute. But ma'am was living overseas. About 6 years in the US and about 5-6 years in Europe. Ma'am is a Gujarati, but living overseas. Whatever she was doing, working, whatever. What kind of a job, I really don't know. I was told she was married. I was told. Into a very influential real estate company of Bombay. But I have no evidence. I also came to know through Bhaven and Vivek that she has a son who should be approximately 14 years. I have no clue. I didn't fall in love with ma'am for any reason. Falling in love, there was no reason. No reason. If she has a son, he would be my son. If she is divorced, she will have to submit all her papers that she is legally divorced. But I am not old school. I am living in this world. Even today I can design the best of lingerie for women or sleepwear. Me, myself. And the best cut I can give. Revealing. I don't design for aunties because I am 64. I still design for 18 and 20-year-old girls. I watch how they carry themselves whenever, whatever, movies, outside, when I'm traveling. I know I know style, I know class. I was very classy. I was very handsome in my heydays, very handsome. I had a store on Lakshmi Road, a lot of you all know. A women's store, lingerie, sleepwear, cosmetics, perfumes, handbags, everything, luxurious products to be sold. At that moment, Lakshmi Road was the only place in Pune where you could get best of things, or MG Road, only two places. There were no malls. And my store was the best in Pune. And every woman used to flock into my store. Lot of people, lot of women. Morning to evening busy. So I know what is class. The best of women, industrialist, used to come in. Industrialist, I will not name. It's not right to name. The biggest industries who are settled in Pune or having their residence in Pune, in Koregaon Park or wherever, they used to come with their chauffeur-driven car, come in, shop and leave. Business at that moment, I will tell you, at that moment, I'm talking about 20, 25 years back, a lakh of rupees every day, approximately. At that moment, today, multi-folds it should be. But now that shop, Lakshmi Road shop has become, it's not like previous Lakshmi Road. Now it is Tulsi Bagh. A lot of people from Pune know it. Hence, I leased it out because I couldn't do business there with my kind of taste. It's better the one I leased out to, he's doing the local stuff. He's doing good business. He's happy. Okay, now about ma'am. Ma'am was abroad, overseas, and I'm an Agori for 12, 13 years. Vast difference. My standard of living is very low, not poor, very low. Because I chose that. I chose that life. Because I wanted to fight with the world, with India, INC. Hence I chose it. We all have the powers to choose our own requirements, and I chose that life. I've not made any mistake. People tell me, you have done everything wrong. You have made your own choices, hence you are suffering. I'm not suffering. Who says I'm suffering? Today I'm the most important litigant in India. Sought out litigant in India. No case like mine. Hence they want to settle out of court. Now friends, ma'am was, and even today, she lives in Bombay at the moment. I think for the past 3, 4 years, 5 years, she is back here in India. But her style, her body language, her dress sense is still overseas, American or European. Will I gel with her? Is a very big question mark. Let me tell you friends, marriage is inevitable. Nobody in the world can say, okay Kishore Chhabria, you don't want to get married? Don't get married. No. If I don't get married, or rather I would say, if ma'am doesn't get married to me, ma'am will be jailed. And Sanjeev Bajaj and Sharad Pawarji and all the judges who are involved in this scam will be jailed. About 50. Bhavin Mehta, Vivek Tikku, lot of people. So marriage is inevitable. I can say no, I don't want to. I can say, I have got that option of saying I don't want to. What will happen to everybody? Why are they paying me 58,500? So that I get the hanging dagger out of the head. No marriage, honey trap confirmed. Hence, marriage is a requirement. But our standards, living standards. Yes, I can go back to my own self. I am very adaptable to anything in this world. I can adapt myself to anything overnight. I can be a better Kishore Chhabria what I was 15 years back. Better than what I was 15 years back. I have my own class, I have my own aura, even today. I know how to move around, how to talk. People want to be friends with me. I'm not interested. A lot of people are asking me, why there are no friends? Why you don't have friends? I chose not to have. Friends, yes friends, you all are my friends. I chose not to meet anybody till everything is over. That is the traits of a lone wolf. I wanted to win. Hence, I became a loner. I didn't meet anybody. No socializing, no partying, no lounge, nothing. I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. No girlfriends, no chatting, nobody. I don't do all this rubbish. Friends, I have something in mind which I'll put it forward and let people come back with guidelines and guide me. I'm getting plot number 15 and 16, Koregaon Park, in my settlement. It's 50,000 square foot each plot, approximately, maybe a little more. It's more than an acre each plot. I built 2 houses there. One for me, one for ma'am. Let her live the way she wants. Let her live the way she wants. I live the way I want. Because with this vast difference between us, an Agori Baba and a European woman, will we gel together living in the same house, in the same bedroom? I doubt. Why should I compromise on ma'am's space? Why should I force myself on? If I love ma'am, I cannot force. That is the worst thing a real man could do. A real man cannot force anything on his wife. Let her live her way. Both are neighbors. Whenever we wish to meet, we can meet. Whenever we need to have dinner together, we can. She can have her own fleet of house help. I will have my own house help. She can cook, she can eat. I can cook, I can eat. We live independently. Because marriage is inevitable, friends. Inevitable. For marriage, I'm not talking that man. But I'm talking of the future. What if we don't gel and there are arguments? Because I am an alpha male. I am the head of my family. Even in my friend circle, I was the most sought out and the leader kind. I cannot be a beta. I cannot be the docile man. I was never since childhood. Never. How can I change for ma'am now? I cannot. It's very difficult. And even if I need to change, then I'll be sulking inside for a day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, and then I'll blow up. So it is better I be myself, let ma'am be herself, and we live the way we want. We'll take a call on our family planning if we need to. Though I want, if this kind of money is coming, I need a dynasty. I need a strong bloodline for future generations. But we will discuss, me and ma'am, the way forward. I don't want anything in between us, misunderstandings coming. We live separate, be friends, meet whenever. And if we see there is a point of argument, we make an excuse of whatever and we move out. If I'm in her house, I move to my house, and if she is in my house, she moves out in her house. This is what I am contemplating on. Instead of staying under one roof, why not have 2 different roofs and live your own independent life? Now ma'am has to take a call, friends, not me. I've given my opinion. Because if this has to settle, it has to settle in the next few days. Now there is another requirement of mine which I have put it forward. The settlement mediator will only be ma'am, nobody else. Abhishek cannot be the mediator. Whoever is coming from Delhi, because I've been told a team will come from Delhi for the settlement. The bankers will be there. Somebody from Bajaj will be there. A lot of people are there. So the government needs to settle this matter early. So whoever is coming, they come along with ma'am. They don't bring along ma'am. Ma'am will be the leader wherever the meeting, close to Kalyani Nagar or in Kalyani Nagar where I am staying. And ma'am is going to play a part of the mediation. I don't speak on the table because I may go into my tiger mode. Because I said 99.9% I want to proceed in court, 0.01% settlement. And Abhishek Goyal, he cannot come and talk to me. He cannot. He has no guts. Nobody can come and talk to me. Will they call me to Delhi? They can, but I will not go. I have got a very strong feeling they are finding a way to shut me down, shoot me, accident, whatever. So I am usually in my house. Bombay, I went by the Shivneri. That is the safest to go. Came back also with Shivneri, and my mama was with me, Mr. Rajkumar Himdev. He takes good care of me. Mama, thank you very much. My eldest mama, my younger mama passed away. After mama, he's the one who's been taking care of me since mama has passed away. We both love each other. Though we have arguments sometimes, healthy arguments. But he loves me and I love him. We are equal. So he took me to Bombay to meet this lawyer and we came back in the evening. Friends, I think I've told you all enough. The main is about me and ma'am. How do we live? Settlement, I told you all. It's not my requirement, it is their requirement. 58,500 crores is not my demand, they have offered. Plots was my demand because I wanted to give something to ma'am as a gift for generations. For generations. Money comes and goes. These plots will always be there for my bloodline as a remembrance. Hence, I demanded these plots from them. There are a few more things which I need to, I shall. One thing is the age gap between me and ma'am. Second is, I'm an Agori and she's a, I would say, a foreigner. She's lived there. Her accent, her speaking tone is still American. She's very beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. Not because I love her. It was love at first sight for me. She's so beautiful. Okay. Now, I said I'm a alpha male. Alpha is not only the leader. Alpha is also the one who is very caring. He cares for his family. Everybody. Small, big, anybody. Everybody. And I always like to care about my family. Now, whether it is my family number 1 or family number 2 with ma'am. I don't know about ma'am. My family is used to that I am the alpha male and I take care of everybody. Even today, my son and daughter, I take good care of them. My daughter-in-law, my grandsons, my wife. What if ma'am doesn't like tomorrow me caring about her and she is independent and she back answers me, or maybe I buy some flowers someday for her and she flings it out of the window, or if I buy chocolates for her and I give her and she says, I've stopped eating chocolates. A day before you were eating and today not eating. So all this will hurt me. Hence, I've decided that we live in different houses because I eat simple food. Agoris don't need very lavish cuisine. Ma'am, American, European cuisine. She loves tacos. She loves pizzas, pastas, whatever. Barbecues. I'm desi. If required, I can eat. There was a time in Sleepen's time, or even before that, I used to go to every restaurant, anywhere, have the best food, best cuisine. I've tasted everything in my life. But that was years back. Now I'm an Agori. I eat dal chawal with a little sabji if there is anything. And that too I prefer eating with hand. And that is how I am. That is how I am. I'm in my home. I am in my home. I don't use a fork and knife, but I can use a fork and knife better than anybody else. Maybe better than even ma'am. I know table manners. But today I am living simple. I eat dal chawal. So ma'am may not like the kind of food I am eating and may keep names. What is this? I'll be hurt again. These are just few things, daily routines I'm telling you all, friends. Tomorrow there may be many more issues. Best to live distance. Meet once a week, once a month, or whenever required. I think I've said enough, friends. Thank you very much. Har Har Mahadev. God bless you all. And I am looking forward to meet you all who are very close to me, very dear to me, my well-wishers. I will be getting married if this is getting settled very soon. I will see whom to connect and invite. It will not be a personal invitation. I cannot come over. A WhatsApp message. Whoever is close to me, close to my heart, will be invited. And I'm looking forward for y'all to be at a destination wedding. Whatever ma'am decides, the venue, wherever. It may be in India or out of India, wherever. Whatever place she suggests, we'll get married there. Right, friends? Thank you. Har Har Mahadev.